you come from? What's your father's nationality?
Nigerian, sort of, like Nigerian mix.
Your father was Nigerian?
Yeah.
That means you a goddamn African.
Ham.
Yeah, you know what I want, brother. It's a lot. Good night. Let me show you something, man. Africans and Israelites, or Africans and black people are not the same people. See, the world, they're going to try to fool you and make you think that Africans and black people are the same. We are not the same. All right? We're going to read it for you. Also, here's Jonathan. You got it? Let me hear Ham. Do you know who the father of Africans are? Okay, we're going to read it for you. Read it.
This is the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. This is page 213. This is the definition of Ham, the youngest son of Noah.
That's who Ham is. He's the youngest son of Noah. Read.
Born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of the 8 persons to live through the flood.
You know, the Lord flooded the earth because of interracial marriage. All right? And he was one of 3 sons and one of 8 people that lived through that flood. The Lord chose Noah to repopulate the earth. Read.
He became the progenitor of the dark races.
You know what progenitor means? Okay, so Ham was the progenitor of the dark races, meaning the father. He's the beginning of the dark races. Read.
Not the Negroes.
Not who?
Not the Negroes.
Don't have nothing to do with black people. But he's the progenitor of the dark races. What dark races is he the father of? Read.
But the Egyptians.
Egyptians are African, right? Read.
Ethiopians.
Read.
Libyans.
Read.
And Canaanites.
And Canaanites. Come on.
His infancy, when his father lay drunken, brought a curse upon Cain.
That answers your question, right? Why they always keep reporting? But he is not the father of the Negroes. Who do they call Negroes today?
Us.
Psych!
Us. They call you what?
African American.
Psych!
What do they call you? What did you say you was?
I'm African American.
What's that shit say? Psych! That's the wrong number!
Like you said, Nigeria, South Africa, give me some more.
Libya.
Ghana, Senegal. Whenever you ask a African where he comes from, he can tell you. He tells you. He's never gonna say he African. He's gonna say I'm Nigerian. Or I come from Senegal. He's not gonna say African. Africa is a continent with over 50 countries in there. You understand? We are the only people that say, I don't know, or I'm black. You understand?
Right.
Black people here, you can see on this sign, the Negroes, who the Negroes are. You see it? It should be at the top. This is who the Negroes are. We come from the tribe of Judah. We are Israelites.
That's right.
That's who we are. We are not Nigerian. We don't come from Africa. Give me that flavor. Did you say your father was Nigerian and Jamaican? So which part of him is Nigerian? Is it his father or his mother?
I don't know.
You don't know? You should find out. You know why? It's very important because that's going to tell you who you are. You are who your father is and who his father is. So if your father's father was Jamaican, or if your mother was Nigerian and his father was Jamaican, that would make you an Israelite. And you were one of God's chosen people. But if your father's father was Nigerian, you would be an African. You would be a Nigerian. You understand? Because you come here in America, you grew up in America, they could confuse us. And that's why how they successfully told black people that they were Africans all this time. But they never said you are African and you come from Ghana. You come from South Africa. You come from Senegal. They never told us that. They just said, nigga, you African, get out my face. But it's not true. We're going to read it for you right here. Read it.
This is from Babylon to Timbuktu, page 84, second paragraph. In the year 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem.
Roman armies captured Jerusalem. Read.
In 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state.
Put an end to the Jewish state. So they surrounded Jerusalem. They, you remember the Afghan War. America was in war with Afghanistan for 20 years. And they had it surrounded, right? Where did those people go? Those Afghanistanians, what they do?
They went to the mountains. Did they go up to the mountains?
The ones that could escape when the war was over, where did they go?
They ran over here, didn't they?
That's what they did. And that's how we got to Africa, and that's what we're reading about right here. So we was in war with Rome. Right? Rome was in power when Christ walked the earth. That's why it amazes me when they say Christ is going to save everybody. Why the hell would he save these Caucasians that killed him? And killed his people? It don't even make sense. You wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Why would Christ do it? Read.
With great slaughter during the period of the military governors of Palestine.
Read that last part again.
Titus put an end to the Jewish state with great slaughter.
That's how he ended it. Because he slaughtered us. He slaughtered the Jews. He slaughtered the Israelites that were left in that place. He was killing us. Read.
During the period of the military governors of Palestine, many outrages and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people.
The people that were left there, because many of them fled. The ones that were left, many outrages and atrocities happened to them. The same as today. All right? Today, you see this, man, we've been getting killed forever. You understand? They killing black people, and that's what they was doing at that time, man. They was enslaving us and killing us and, you know, killing our babies. So all these things were happening then, just like it's happening now. Read.
During the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa.
1 million Africans.
1 million Jews.
1 million Nigerians.
1 million Jews fled into Africa.
That's how we got to Africa. And that's why they confuse us with being Africans. You understand? But we are not. We are Jews. As you can see on here, it says Negro comes from the tribe of Judah. Judah is the root word of Jew. Jew is just a nickname. It's just a short enough phrase. You know how black people speak slang. 1 million Jews
fleeing from Roman persecution.
That's where we were fleeing, because they was killing us. So we fled into Africa. Why? Because Africans look like us. So we can hide. Read.
And slavery.
And slavery. Read.
The slave markets were full of black Jewish slaves.
Of who?
Of black Jewish slaves.
He's not in the truth. So he says black Jewish slaves, but that's really an oxymoron. The Jews are black. You understand? Ain't no such thing as no white Jew. It doesn't exist. They come from Poland. They're not Jews. The Jews are black. It's all through the Bible. You understand? Read.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Now this book right here in this chapter, this is telling you all the curses. If we follow God, he would bless us. 1 through 15 is all the blessings. If we don't, then he would curse us. One of the curses is what he's reading. Start at the top.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Egypt is a Greek word which means bondage. All right? The real name for Egypt is Mizraim. But the Greeks, when they saw it, they called it bondage. And that's where Egypt comes from. The Lord said he will send us into Egypt again. Deuteronomy, or the 5 books of Moses, like everybody like to call them, was written after we got out of Egypt, or bondage, that land in Africa. You understand? So he said we would go back there again. Read.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
How did so-called black people get to America?
On ship.
On slave ships. And the Bible said that we were what?
Bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
The Bible told you before this would happen how we would get here with ships. Read.
By the way, whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
And we shall see our homeland no more again. And we have not. We don't even know that we even come from the Middle East. You understand? So the Lord told us way before this thing ever happened what would happen to us if we didn't obey. And that's black people right there. That didn't happen to nobody else on the planet but black people. Alright? So these people on this sign right here, God's chosen people, the 12 tribes of Israel, are not African. Alright? Africans have our skin color but not our customs. They like to put plates in their lips. They like to stand under a cow's butt while you piss. They rub cow feces on their face as a suntan lotion.
They're like on YouTube.
Hey man, that's real talk. It ain't just on YouTube. Look at the sign. You see them getting a cow piss bathed in right there. Black people don't do that. You can't pay a black man to do something like that.
Right.
You understand?
They take bucket baths.
They take what?
Bucket baths.
Brother said what?
They take bucket baths.
Bucket. Good night. A black man don't do that,
I
man.
don't have no more lead insurance, nothing.
And you got flyers. You step over here with your flyer, calling them on the phone. But first, you got to find out what your father's nationality is. Where does your father come from? Is he one of God's chosen people, one of the people on this sign? Or is he an African? A Nigerian? Does he come from Senegal? Find out who your father is. Because if you kin to Akon and them, you are not one of the Lord's chosen people. All right? It's very heavy that you need to find that out. So you know where you stand on earth, all right? With that, we're going to call the mighty priest back up that was speaking, bro.
Nobody tell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. And it works out.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, sold packs, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues for this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good wreck. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain. Something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord?